Hey everybody, welcome to SJGames Live. We are back from GenCon edition. Today we are doing some Car Wars two-player purple-orange set, orange-purple set, which is just released. We had it on available at GenCon for the first time and on pre-order. It is now just available to send out. The pre is done. You can just straight up order it now. Today we've got myself, Jimmie, we've got Randy, Car Wars designer, and we've got Will up here, the Car Wars line editor with us.
Hello.
So yeah, we did a bunch of stuff at Gen Con with this set. This was the main thing we were trying to show off for the Car Wars stuff. And today we're gonna go ahead and unbox it for you guys. And not necessarily in that order, sure. We're gonna go ahead and unbox it for you guys, show you all the bits that are in this new two-player set. By and large, there's not a lot new in here. This is just some new colors in a streamlined retail packaging for the people who weren't in on the Kickstarter editions of things. It is in two new colors, so if you were in on the Kickstarter edition and you have got more favorite colors or you want a couple extra dashboards, you can get into it that way. But there's no new cards or anything that you're missing in here.
You're not missing any function if you already own stuff. You are missing two new colors of stuff.
Yeah, that's about it. You are in an updated rulebook, which you can download from the site. If you go to this product on the website, you can get the updated 1.1 rulebook.
And don't get me wrong, I want you to buy it if you've got the other stuff, but
you're not missing anything.
You're not going to be unable to play or playing at a disadvantage versus someone else who won't.
Right. This is basically the same functional stuff as all the other two-player sets that we've got out there.
Yep.
And we've had people asking for more dashboards, and it's not really financially feasible to produce dashboards by themselves because the number of people that would buy them is not a giant number. But
enough to do full
if
and stuff.
Yeah, if you've really just been hoping for a fifth dashboard because you want to push your game that far, even though we don't recommend it, then here you go.
Yeah, and I did point it out at the show. Maybe you've got someone who's colorblind, blue-green or red-green or whatever. These colors may be easier for them to differentiate as they're sitting out there. Everybody's got to play different. There's all sorts of reasons why some people may need it and others don't.
Howitzer exposure guide. If you're a dog and playing Car Wars 6C, I want to see that actually.
Oh yeah, send us a video.
Hashtag
There's
dogs
no rule
Car
that
Wars.
says
Good callback. I remember that episode.
there's no rule that says dogs can't play Car Wars.
There is not a rule. No, if you can teach your dog to play Car Wars, more power to you. But let's go ahead and open up the set here.
All right, this is one straight out of the warehouse. The only thing we didn't do is tear the
plastics off already, yeah.
You'll notice, if you're looking, the back cover looks a little different. We did start, it's now called Start of Round. Start of Round does still include check speed, but people were kind of confused about it. It's just easier to talk about Start of Round.
Yeah.
It looks different, but it's the same rules that you're used to in a different format.
We've also streamlined the back to only include a turn order guide. There were a few other references on the back that didn't come up as often for especially new players as, okay, what order do I do things in? So we made those parts bigger and made them more graphical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then we've got a couple of counter sheets in here with all the counters, the damage, control, turning keys.
Turning key for each of you.
Your dashboard components for both dashboards.
Both dashboards. And orange, as promised.
And then you've got a well to put your tokens and stuff in after you punch them all out.
Do not eat. Do not eat.
At home, that goes right into my bag of other do not eat packages for cell phone and liquid accidents.
I left the window open in the car and it rained inside, so we just threw 4 of these in, solved the problem right away.
Yep. We've got I'm gonna bring this back a little bit here. A nice purple and orange bases. The standard markings on them and everything.
Yep. Another set of dice.
A set of dice, which you can never have too many dice. Your cards, which do have the purple and orange backs on them.
And we had talked about when we do the expansion packs, our plan now is to do, was it 1 player's worth, and they'll be gray instead of
Yeah.
colored. If you bought some of our other expansions, it's all the colors were in there, and we'd have 4 sets of cars in there. Well,
Yeah, people are asking that at Gen Con quite a bit.
Yeah, so now we're going forward with the expansion sets in the waves that we're doing the rest of this year. They're single player expansions, so they're one player's worth of cards, and they're gonna have gray backs on them. So you buy however many players worth you need.
hey, there's 2 of us. Well, I'm gonna buy 2 sets then. Hey, there's 3 of us who play. Well, I'll buy 3 sets. Well, it's a 4-player set, so I'll buy 4 sets. Yeah. Great, whatever you want to buy.
But we want to keep the starter set color coded, so when you and your friend break it open for the first time, you just pass them everything that's not the color that you want to play, and you start playing. You don't have to sort the cards.
It really does answer a lot of questions in component. If you're buying an expansion, you kind of already know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
And then these 2 miniatures are not new ones. They are sculpts that have appeared in previous sets before.
I believe they're in the 2 other core boxes, aren't they? But I'm not sure.
No, they are from sets that were not in the double ace.
Okay.
So they're in miniature set 2 and 4, or
I believe something like that.
Yeah, forget what else was in there.
But they're from miniature sets, so they've never appeared in a core box. And I believe that they were in miniature sets that were not in the double ace. So theoretically, less people have these 2 minis if they haven't bought every single Card Wars thing they could possibly buy.
Yeah. Sorry, I was playing with it off camera.
They are also very distinct silhouettes, right? You're not going to mistake Sawtooth for Pure Energy on the table. So even if you
big old buzzsaw on him there.
Yeah, even if you do have any kind of color issues looking at bases, then those 2 silhouettes will be very distinct of which car is yours and which car is not yours.
Yeah. The typo in the PDF we saw was for the sample build. Was that correct? The flamethrowers say there are 4 build points. I don't know.
That was not caught early enough for the print run to be fixed, but we're gonna update the PDF soon. It's the images of the cards are correct in there, but just the list of points values to build your car, it says 4 points per flamethrower, and that was a mistake of someone thinking when someone said flamethrowers cost 4 points. They thought it meant per card instead of the total.
Points.
Yeah. But on the right hand side of that spread, the example with the images shows the card images which have the right number on them.
Let's see if I can find that page here.
That is, I believe, the very last spread in the book. So right before the back cover.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so this replaces the player playmats, the sample card playmats that you may have seen if you've gotten one of the first wave of expansions. We had lots of questions about those playmats because they did show cards that weren't in the starters.
There were a few errors.
But also this allowed us to cut the price down a little bit more to not put that heavy card stock, those like 6 heavy card stock components in the game.
A lot of what we were thinking about with this was trying to get new people in at a lower price point. So this doesn't have as much.
Doesn't have much of the bonus stuff.
The bonus stuff. There was a lot of bonus stuff in those other 2-player sets, and they're still available. So if you know people who want to buy them, you could still buy them. But for someone who's like, I just want something, my kid and I, we're going to start playing, or my buddy and I, we want to start playing, but we don't want to. We tried to go for a lower price point to just be better in the market.
And it's also a smaller box. So just in general, it makes it easier for someone who sees it on the shelf, likes the cover art, and says, that looks fun, to be at a point where it's much more easy to be like, yeah, we'll pick it up and give it a try. Even though they heard nothing else about it other than seeing it on the shelf. Makes it a little bit easier for them to make the decision to grab it and get into it and enjoy the game.
And they will, or else.
Exactly. We're watching.
They have to. They can't not have fun. So you guys want to go over the list of adjustments in the rules?
Yeah, let's talk about what's changed in the rules between the original rulebook and this one. While you do that, I'm going to post a link to the PDF of the rulebook.
Okay. So the first thing you notice when you crack open this box compared to the other ones is this book is 4 pages longer. We did that because we squeezed in a few things like that sample car build that wasn't in the original rulebook. So first 2 pages, same thing, timeline, table of contents. But the next spread, one of the most obvious things in there is that chart of the dice. this book is a reaction to the year or more of people playing the game and asking questions. One of the first things that started circulating around the community is, which dice should I reroll when? Like, I can't remember which dice have shields versus stars versus whatever. And there were some fan constructed samples like this. So in the companion book, and now in this book, we just put in a chart that says, if you're trying to remember if the red or the green has more stars on it, look at this chart. This will also help anybody who's got colorblind issues, because these dice appear in the same order on this chart as they appear on the weapon cards and stuff. So that first slot on the weapon card under the star symbol is always the red die, and the last slot is always the white die.
The companion book has a whole section on rerolls and what's better or not and all that sort of thing.
Yes, the companion section has added a couple of paragraphs about explaining that, you know, some dice have more shields and some dice have more wrenches and that kind of stuff. So when you're re-rolling because of a defense ability or an offense ability, you want to look at each individual die. And one of the strengths of Car Wars in that capacity is that rerolls are not a limited resource, right? You could reroll the same die 10 times if you have 10 rerolls.
It's almost like having a token that does it.
Yeah.
So you can be like, I rolled this. You don't have to reroll the set as a reroll. You reroll the die as a reroll.
So if you've got a green die and a red die in like your flamethrower, reroll the green die until it shows something good, because the green die's only got one negative symbol on it compared to a 50-50 like the red.
Yeah, but the red's got
green's got more chance of
green's got more chance of doing good stuff.
If green's already good, then you roll the red.
Yeah. Green's got 2 doubles and 2 wrenches, and that beats the red every time when you're looking at offense.
Same thing if you're doing a black die with a shred weapon where you just have the one bad result. And you get a lot of shred results off of it.
Yeah.
Howitzer, to answer your question, it is a shrink wrap box. We just have already removed it before we started the stream. So yes, the box is shrink wrapped on the shelf. It does come in shrink.
Gosh, what a nightmare that would be, huh?
He said Target Space Marine set's notorious for people removing stuff and returning it.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
It's not shrink wrap.
Sometimes a product gets a sticker to hold it shut, and sometimes it takes shrink wrap, and sometimes, you know, there are shenanigans.
These should be shrink wrapped when you buy them.
Yeah.
Ours was.
Okay, one of the other global changes we made to a couple of different spots in the game is that the rules used to refer to the turning key as the measuring tool, like it would say 1 turning key away. But ranges in the game are measured in car lengths. So we just rearranged the language to always say car lengths, and then sometimes in parentheses to say the turning key equals 2 car lengths, that kind of stuff.
I remember when Sam and I did it, it was to avoid some confusion. You're going to confuse someone no matter what you write. But it was to avoid, like, use your turning key for this. Yes, it's 2 car lengths, but you've got this thing you're going to flip over end to end to do this measurement. It is 2 car lengths, but don't go twice, because some people will read the number 2 and stop reading and say, oh, it's 2 of these.
Yeah, there's just a lot of confusion, so
we'll do what we can.
Try to clarify it the other way, see if it works any better for folks.
Yeah. The next big giant change, I'm trying to find it in the book, should be on
11?
page 11. Yeah. So the original book did not suggest division sizes. That appeared for the first time in the vehicle guide.
I think we suggested it, but we didn't
lay it out.
It was never laid out this succinctly.
It was suggested in text saying that 4 armor, 16 and 4 is a good starting point.
Yeah.
But it didn't use the description of divisions and that kind of stuff. And this book still says you can use any numbers you want once you've played some, but we suggest some divisions. And then it does say Division 4 is a good small game for your first game, and Division 9 is a good large game for your first game. So we basically reformatted this chunk of text to reference the numbers in the chart instead of trying to explain them in line, which makes it a little bit clearer for some people. The next change that Randy already has alluded to is on page 12. So you'll notice, especially if you're an experienced player, there's now a start of round phase that is split into beginning the round, which is doing anything that says it happens at start of the round, and then checking speed. because I don't know how many demos I've done where people, they're not listening that clearly, and they look down and they say, oh, this says speed, so I have to decide what speed I'm going at the beginning of the round, and that is not what the check speed step does.
I cannot tell you how infuriating it is to have the whole demo, you're talking to people, you say the words, and someone stops you after you've said the words to ask you, okay, now I have a question, and then they'll ask you exactly what you just said over again, and you're like, I know you're not listening. So if I can do anything to help, here it is. And I know it helped Will with the companion when you could say at the beginning of the round, because that easy vernacular is a little bit easier than at the check speed step.
Yeah.
We also clarified on I think it's on page 13, when you make a driving roll, there was a little bit of confusion amongst some players that they were like, okay, does a driving roll always happen, but sometimes it has no dice?
Yeah, it was
or
justifiable.
that kind of thing. Yeah, so we basically just rearranged some words and added a couple to make it very clear that there's always a time to say, do I make a driving roll now? Oh, I don't, because these steps haven't been hit. So technically I'm still pausing to check to make a driving roll, but I'm not always doing it.
Right.
And then the end of round kind of got the same treatment as the beginning of round. Now we have a discard token step and a change the first player step at the end of the round.
Yeah.
Just to make it a little bit more clear exactly what's happening in what order, because those two
specific steps.
Yeah, throwing away all your tokens and moving the first player used to just be a paragraph. And so some new players especially were missing the discard your tokens part of the end of the round, and we wanted to make it really specific.
Important in this particular game setup.
Yeah. A lot of people were like, "Oh, so what happens if I have all these extra tokens?" And I'm like, "Well, I just explained that there's a part at the end of the game, in the round, where you dump them all." So yeah.
XJ Booney, yeah, the PDF is available. It's on if you go to the website and look for the orange purple set, it's in the resources section. If you scroll up a little bit in the chat, I've also linked it directly there.
If you can.
If you're joined a little bit late, we'll link it again. But if you go to the Car Wars site and go to the orange purple, it's right down there on the bottom of that page in the resources section.
Didn't you say the PDF is going to be updated soon?
Yeah, it's got one little typo in it, so we're gonna fix that. But we were at GenCon, so we couldn't fix it.
Yeah, we just got back from GenCon, and half of us are sick, and
yeah, some of us have a bit of COVID. No big deal.
Some of us have COVID. I have a mild case of smack myself in the nose with a table. That was fun.
I just got a blister.
So the next, I almost got a blister, but I avoided it. The next big change is on page 21.
21, hopping ahead.
Yeah, page. So we basically might have fixed a typo or two throughout all these pages if there was some comma missing or something. But that top left corner of page 21, that diagram got a lot of clarification, because in the original book, people thought range was counted with the entire turning key, because the way that some of that was phrased. So we had a lot of people thinking flamethrower shot 4 car links instead of 2 car links, because they were measuring with the keys. Yeah, they were measuring with the key. Yeah, so if you look at it, if you look at that diagram, now there's little measurements that say these turning keys equal this much range. And there's also some text in there clarifying that car links are the measurement in the game. The turning key just happens to be 2 car links for convenience.
Gabby did a lot of heavy lifting, altering a lot of the stuff we had done originally.
Yeah. And then we tweaked a couple of words here and there, fire damage and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then on
there's some color changes too to make stuff stand out more on that page.
Yeah. And then we just reiterated again later in the book that range is car links, not turning keys. So if you've played a decent amount of 6th edition Car Wars, you won't find hardly anything new in here that you don't already understand. But some of those things were landmines for brand new players when they would just kind of skim the book and say, oh, this is the range section it shows turning keys. Turning keys must be how you do range.
As
Right.
new players tend to do.
And then this
Yeah.
is the this whole spread is new, I believe,
Yes.
in the back for
Yeah,
your
that's-
sample car, your sample layout, and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. And that the dice chart, the division chart, and this are the primary reasons the book is now 28 pages instead of 24. We didn't really add hardly any more text to lengthen it. We just wanted to add those graphical elements that would really make it completely clear to new players what we were talking about in the associated text. And that is the contents of an orange purple starter set for Car Wars.
Yep,
6th
pretty
edition.
much. We also were able to sell a bunch of the Car Wars companions if you don't have them already.
Yeah, this finally came available to outside of the crowdfunding campaigns just before Gen Con, I think, about a week or so
Think
before
so.
Gen Con.
Yeah, it was in July when it was posted to the website, and I believe you can order print-on-demand copies, or we're still working on setting that up for people in foreign countries and stuff. I'm not on the sales side of things, but
Will did
I
a
see
lot of
email
the heavy.
stuff.
Will did a lot of the heavy lifting in this one. Writing a lot
Yeah,
of the scenarios, grabbing stuff, getting it together. I know that we have a couple of the rules Sam and I wrote. We were worried that they were going to break the game open, so we erred on the
Yeah.
side of caution. I would rather have cards that were weak than cards that were required to win, so that the builds could have more variability. So we have a few of those, like, okay, now that we've seen play and we've got the stuff in, there's stuff we can do. Okay, cover. I don't really like particularly how cover works, but it was effective and simple to teach, and we can do that a little better.
Yeah.
Range. Well, if you had enough dice, I would do range differently. Things like that. There are some alternate rules for some basic core concepts in here if you're looking to swap some stuff up.
Actually, to
Yeah,
answer your
it's a-
question,
it's
there's only one sample car built in the new rulebook. It's just this one inside the back cover here. It's just a Division 4 general car. It's not specific to either one of the miniatures specifically.
Yeah.
So we just wanted one example of how to build a car in there, rather than having all the sheets.
Does that contain only cards out of the core set?
Yes.
It looks like.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, that structure is the only structure card in the core set. The targeting
Those-
computer's in there.
Those play mats were always intended that you didn't have the cards, so you just played as if that was the card, and if it got destroyed, you just covered it with a face down card, so that you could experience maybe cards you don't own yet and say, you know what, that's an interesting set, maybe I'll pick it up. And it offered a lot of wider variety in sample cards that you're playing with when you were going.
But it was a nice to have. It's not a necessary.
It was nice, but it was every component you add to the box, it makes the price go up. So.
Well, it was also that
go ahead.
Crack open the box and start playing right now, which effectively is what that sample car will do. You don't have to understand how to build a car. If you just grab those cards and put them on the table and then read how to play, you can skip the car construction learning step entirely to just jump into driving around and shooting guns, which is what we want Car Wars to be about.
Yeah. We also did a lot of events at Gen Con for this new set, one of which was how many people showed up for that big event?
Double Exposure ran an event for us. I was there. They organized the event. It had, I want to say, 21 tables of 4 people. There were a few empty tables, so it was probably 17 tables of 4 people. Most of them had played before. But as with any event at Gen Con, even if you say everybody should know how to play, there's going to be a few people who show up and buy tickets who don't know how to play. But it was really sit down at a table, play the game. Somebody got a copy of Orange Purple. Steve signed some copies of Orange Purple.
Yeah, the winners of each table got their own signed copy of Orange Purple.
And then I gave away some play mats that I was supposed to not give away, but that's how I am. I give stuff away.
Break the rules.
I'm going to get away with it too.
We'll just delete that in post so there's no evidence.
No, total evidence. And then we gave away, we have a little promo card, the commemorative machine gun, I believe.
Yeah.
It is.
So it is a standard machine gun.
It's just
in rules.
Yeah.
It's just blinged out to be special. This is a lot
It's-
like the older promo set of all the core set drivers and gunners with alternate art. Because
It's
we
just
don't want to
alternate
make
art, yeah.
cards. Yeah, we don't want to make cards with rules that people feel like that they have to chase after and pay exorbitant
You
fees on
can-
eBay so that they can stay competitive with
You-
their friends who got this free card.
You will be
But it
just as
is
competitive
shiny.
with or without this. It's just
Yeah.
when your friend sees it, go, "Where is that?" You go, "I got it at Gen Con and I play with it," but it is the same as a standard machine gun. It's just a fun little thing I put in my set.
Yeah, and there'll be other chances to get that card at events at other conventions that we run.
I'm gonna try to keep some with me on any event I go to.
Yeah.
I gotta talk to the powers that be to find out when I should hand it out and when I shouldn't. I think I handed out to people who didn't go to the event, and it was someone who was volunteering for the whole show, and they were like, I wanted to go to the event, and we saw
Yeah.
them on Sunday, and they were like, this is the first time I've been able to leave my volunteer position, so I wasn't able to do it, but I wanted to go to that event. I'm a huge car. I think I gave that individual one, and then somebody else the day after I gave it to him had a wrecked card. So they were like, "Could I please have it?" I'm like, "Yes, yes." They are not that valuable that I won't replace one for you.
Should probably take some to St. Japan with me for the Car Wars events I'm going to do
If
there.
you're gonna run some events,
Yep.
Take 'em.
I don't know how long we'll have them. If you miss out on them, again, they're purely aesthetic
Yeah.
art thing. You are in no way at a play disadvantage by not having
Yeah.
picked it up.
And when we run out of these, we'll probably do a commemorative flamethrower or a commemorative laser or something.
weird.
We'll just I want to make sure that promo cards for the game don't give anybody a
I-
rules advantage.
I
They're
have
just a fun
always-
thing, just a merit badge that says I was at Gen Con in 2024 and I played in this event or whatever.
As a matter of principle, I have always hated when something that functions differently than what I have is handed out to someone who could afford to go to Gen Con. If I didn't work for the company,
Yeah.
I really couldn't afford to go to Gen Con. Especially not as many times as I have.
Right.
So to hand something out that is like, oh, this guy gives you a competitive. If you didn't get this, you'll never win
Yeah.
in these tournaments. It's like that's not
And
cool, man.
It's completely different than a Munchkin promo card or whatever because that
Right.
goes in a box that we all play with, right? So if you got 10 Munchkin promo cards that I've never seen before and we play a game, I'm just as likely to interact with all those promo cards as you are. But in a more head-to-head competitive game like Car Wars, I want to make sure that we don't have any cards that are advantaging anybody because of a circumstance.
Right. I bring my set, you bring your set, I win. No.
Yeah.
That's not cool, man.
So we're punching these out because we're gonna go ahead and do a game here.
Thinking about playing.
Uh,
Will, did you have anything else to talk like
You're welcome to hang out
You hang
and do
out,
commentary, but if
BS
you want to
with
go
us.
rest because of the COVID thing,
No,
it's totally
I-
understandable.
My eyes are kind of getting watery and I've been holding in sneezes this whole time, so I'm gonna let you guys play a game and just
getting
watch
kinda
on the stream
sleepy.
instead of having this camera in my face. But yeah, no, I think we covered everything. I just wanted to make sure that anybody who was an original backer or had bought into Car Wars before was realizing that this isn't like a massively revamped book. It's things that you probably already know, and it's for new players.
Right.
And the PDF is available. So
Yeah, you can get these updates if you want them. It's mostly just to clear things up that people were confused by often in the first set, and make things a little bit more clear. We didn't change how anything actually works.
yeah,
It isn't intended as a
It's an update.
change color cash grab. It was really we're trying to get more players in the pool, trying to get more people butts and seats,
yeah,
zooming and booming, and
And as for why the color change, well, it's another 2-player set. So if you wanted those extra dashboards, or if you wanted to homebrew a larger than 4-player game, it gives you the tools to do that.
originally
Yeah.
we had talked about actually just printing like another red yellow set or another green blue set, and I believe it was me. It feels like it was me who said, well, if we're gonna do it anyway, there has been some requests for this and it doesn't really cost us a different thing. Could we please do a different color?
Yeah.
And on our end, it helps to differentiate between which set we're talking about and which set we're selling.
Yeah.
When we're like the orange purple box, if we had done another red yellow, it would be like the red yellow box.
which one?
Which one? The other red yellow
Yeah.
box. It helped differentiate on our end for product.
We've also talked about the possibility of if we reprint this, anytime soon, we'll probably stick with the colors. But if it goes long enough, we might switch up the colors again to 2 new colors. So there's just more variety, because it doesn't literally matter what parts you're playing with as long as you can differentiate your cars and,
Yeah. As long as we can get like decent versions of those colors actually made.
Yeah. We're not going to go with like puce or something, because that's too close to orange.
It'll
and,
really-
gross to say. I don't want anybody being like, yeah, hand me the puce and ochre box up there on the shelf.
Understand too that sometimes we are component limited. Like this plastic has to be able to be dyed that color in a consistent
Yeah.
pattern. I know for the dice, because of the chemical we use, because of what type of dye, what plastic it's made of, there were only really 7 color possibilities.
Yep.
And the one we haven't used is a very ugly brown. It doesn't. The unused color is not friendly.
No.
Chad wants periwinkle.
Very good. A periwinkle blue, boys. Second.
Okay. I'm gonna log off. You guys have fun playing some Car Wars today. I will talk to you later.
Oh, don't throw
All right,
me
well,
when it
thanks for
gets
dropping by. We appreciate it.
Yep.
Feel better.
Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
I'm gonna take this out of my ear.
Yeah. We don't need to hear a random person, so I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing there. Where I'll remember it. The burnt sienna car will have flamethrowers.
Nice.
Well, aren't the cars on the other end supposed to be the burnt ones?
Yeah.
Some dice out. So, using our fancy brand new chart for the division guide.
We can't go too big.
No, it's gonna be a quick game, so we don't want to do real large.
If anybody doesn't know, the more points you play, it tends to be longer. The more people you have, it's going to be longer.
Now, I'll say it wouldn't affect us as much with the cards we are currently limited to, because there are no more structured cards than that one in the core set.
Well,
we can have more of them on the car, but
you only have 4.
yeah. Well, but once you buy 4 of those, if you're doing division like 3 or 4, that's most of your points.
Yeah.
So,
Jimmie, orange or purple?
I will take orange.
You would.
I went to UT. It's kind of
Did you graduate or did you just go?
I went to UT, and
All right, I'm just throwing that out there, not being a jerk about it.
I left it to go do professionally what I was not learning to do professionally there.
You don't have to have an excuse for not graduating.
Not
People don't graduate.
the computer science department was not the most current at the time.
See.
Dashboards.
4, 16. What are we doing? 4, 2.
Division 4.
Division 4,
Let's
Division 2.
go
Division 3?
low. Let's go low today.
We're doing go-karts?
1.
Let's not do division 1. Let's say, Chad, you want to do division? Well, they give you a choice: 2, 3, or 4. I'm feeling like 2 or 3.
What do you think,
But
Chad?
what do you guys
Oh
think?
my God.
Chad thinks so. The orange purple is a Halloween set.
You know what? Buy it for Halloween.
Yeah.
I'll
paint
say
your
yes.
cars
You want to
like
buy
that?
it? Yeah.
They are popular Halloween colors. They complement each other on the color wheel, I believe.
They're
no
also,
artist, but-
Steve Jackson Games, they're almost in our primary colors. If we make a 6-player product, they tend to color red, yellow, blue, green, and then the last 2 are orange, purple. It's not guaranteed. If we go an 8-player, they turn into white, black after that.
That's 2 3s.
3s?
2 calls for 3.
So when you're running demo games, if you're setting this up, teaching people to play, for some reason, everybody wants to put the armored beer fridge on their car.
I don't usually.
I am more than happy to tell them, look, you're in charge of your own destiny. If you want to do that, go nuts. But hey, I don't really condone drunk driving, so that is not a good thing to have on a car as a beginner. It's really
Well, especially because what it does, like it. Yes, you have some extra. Your crew can take some extra hits because it hits the armor beer fridge instead. However, every driving roll you make is penalized.
Remember that driving roll, maneuvering roll thing? Well, that's one of the things that does it. There's a blue die laying in there every time. And as a new player, you often forget to add that blue die. It's confusing to.
Yeah.
So you're saying everyone at Division 1 should automatically put one in their car?
It's
and do
not.
Oh
It's
my
the
God.
opposite of what I said.
We should do a demonstration run.
that?
I'll run an armor beer fridge. We're running 3?
Run
Sure.
3. So that is 3 crew points, 3 armor points, and 12 build
The
points.
only problem I have with 3, which we're gonna do it anyway,
3 calls for 3 now.
it's
It's
when
the
you do
crew.
crew points, you must take at least one non-crew object. You could
In the core set, yeah,
In the
because
core.
the core set only has even point value crew members. So you're taking a 2 and a 0 generally, and then a piece of equipment.
Yep.
You can take 2 zeros on a lot of equipment.
you can on a 3 take this. Who we rock it with? We got you. We got you. Done. I know what I got here. Easy peasy. We're not. That stuff's too expensive. Not doing
Yeah,
that.
nope, not that one. Nope. Let's see here. 3 is good.
Oh man. Come on.
Do we have enough to do? Man, it's been a long time since I played with just the core set. I'm like, I'll just do the. Oh no, that's not in there. Oh,
It
no,
is.
that's not in there.
So as employees, I think we've said it in the past. As employees, we are given
Copies.
copies of the stuff we make. And as one of the people with his name on the front of the box, I got a copy of everything. So my set is as complete as I can get it. It was really like when I think about, oh, what do we have? What do we don't have? I've got most of it. So when I think about this stuff, I'm always confused. But why not just use this? That didn't come in the course. I have never played in a friendly game with just the core set because I've always got the other stuff. And why wouldn't you bust it out?
Actually, if I'm gonna do that, it makes sense to go the other way.
But sir, why? Is this all the cards? It's gotta be.
All right, so we're gonna go there and there.
Am I missing cards? Do we have accessories in this? Because
Yeah, the
I don't have those cards here. Do you? Are they
Check your
purples?
backs.
yeah, they're those. There's those 5 right there. We'll sign. There should be.
No, I do have those cards. I went through the first. I'd already. It was the armored beer fridge. That silly fridge.
All right, so yep. You know what? I'll put one in too. We'll show why it's not a great idea.
Why this bad idea, Fred? I'll show you why this bad idea.
All
Deuce
right.
Moss.
Do I want any of these things in for a 12-point game? So that's a 10-pointer. Come on.
Come on, Randy. Why would you?
Open parking lot?
Yeah.
All right.
Running on an open parking lot here. I don't think I'm going to play fair.
All right. Let's see. Gosh. Not feeling those. Gonna try to do that.
Let's put this over here. 3, 12, 3. Huh?
Yep.
The real money is. Speed 2 start. Cool.
Speed 2, roll and start. Yep.
One of these days we should do like a burning start.
Like starting on fire.
You start on fire. You got to deal with. Do I deal with this? Do I buy the thing?
Two threshers in the front and a steel plate.
You better.
Nah.
You better want it.
I'm gonna add another one of those. I'm gonna pull something else out here. What can I add for two to pull that off the car? You know what? Do that. All right, so 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's just stupid because it sounds stupid.
Where are the other two? Did I just forget something? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was shorting myself. I get 2 more points. All right.
2 more beer fridges.
They're free. You can have as many, you can have as many beer fridges as you want.
Heck yeah.
You know what I ought to do? You
I
know
don't
what I
think
use
that's
those 2 points for?
I've got a beer fridge for me, one for my driver, one for my beer fridge.
I mean, what would happen? I'd have to check the rules. I think you can only have one of each named.
Okay.
And your other build restriction is.
And you could have a commemorative beer fridge.
Yeah.
And then you can have 2 of them.
It seems like everybody puts it in their first game, and then they
then they realize why you don't put it in there.
Oh, this is a bad idea. Oh, my God, I'm all over the place here.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move this off the table here.
My 2 will move over to the side. All right, Jimmy.
Move that cable so I don't trip over it.
Choose your car.
I will go with pure energy.
Not that one.
All right, fine.
What kind of choice was that?
False choice. It was. All right.
I was really hoping you wouldn't pick that one, so I wouldn't have to do this uncomfortable thing I'm about to. Don't take that. Oh, the sequence of play cards were also changed to reflect
The new names.
the
Yeah.
new names.
Yeah.
Oop. I'm just gonna set you over here for later. It's mine. Nice, we can choose. I think we're good with the rules.
All right. Extra build cards.
Yes.
My card deck in here.
Sure. These other cards. They can go in here. We'll never get it out. I'll figure it out later.
Oh, that's a car spot, isn't it?
We'll flip it over later.
Yeah.
So
These. You can take half of these. I'll take the other half of these.
if
We don't need that many.
ace tokens.
We don't, but I don't want to sort them right now. So.
Boom. Damage deck.
Here, you can have all the damage tokens. I won't need any.
That's right. You're just gonna blow up.
Hit or miss.
Hit.
You're going first.
What have I done? Fine.
3 armor.
Grab my 3s, my 0s, my 10s.
Your armor, 2
Is
speed.
this how I want to do it? Is this what
Yes,
I'm...
yes. All right, you locked in?
I'm locked in.
All right, I have a flamethrower on the front and a stainless steel plate on the front. Heavy machine guns on each side. My armored beer fridge is on my right. I've got an amateur driver, a rookie gunner, holographic sight, hand cannon, and a safety cage.
Nice. I have a rookie driver and a rookie gunner with an assault rifle the holographic sight and a flak jacket. I put a Thresher on the front, and I somehow found a commemorative machine gun card or two.
Ah, yeah.
So there's a commemorative machine gun. This would be a disadvantage if we were in any way playing for keeps. So I've got a commemorative machine gun on the front and the back with light machine guns on the side, and a targeting computer on the back with that standard beer fridge, or that little beer fridge being it's double purpose.
What's the big one on the front again? Is it Thresher?
Thresher.
Yep. Chat suggested dual Threshers
Yeah.
and a steel plate, and that's it. I'm like,
Well, you're almost like you use a steel plate. That's 12. Yeah. Or you do 2 Threshers and then put. Yeah. That's probably the better way to go. A small weapon up there too can help save that thing. Let's rock and roll, Jimmy.
all right, you're going first.
I'm going first. We're at 2.
So let's catch up on chat. I was thinking it isn't really Car Wars stream once Jimmy's not on fire. So we'll see. I'm the one with the
He's got the
flamethrower.
flamethrower, so odds are I'm on fire in this one.
Power load, burnt into cars. So the orange purple is the Halloween set. Could be. We covered that. 33333. Nice beard. I assume that's to Randy.
Could be.
Okay, we're caught up. Cool.
All right.
And also Jedediah showed up to give us a good afternoon. I don't know why it's not showing a ghost yet.
Welcome on in, Jedediah. Good seeing you as always.
We're going speed 3. We're doing a D1 turn.
All right.
Fine. Got an ace token for it. Go again. It worked last time. What if I did it again? Take another ace token.
All right. Ace 2.
Lost 2 control. Well,
Step we didn't cover is that start around step where we're gathering our take control step where we're gathering our tokens. I had forgotten to do that part, so taking those again. If you are new, we take those tokens based on our dashboard and our cards and our crew. Usually look at the tire track and the speed track to tell you how many control tokens to take. They'll show right there. We're both starting at 6 because we're both starting at full tires and speed 2. I get an extra one and an ace for my amateur driver.
I'm sliding off to the left here, Jimmy, for this last move.
All right.
Give myself an ace token. Roll 3 yellows. One control, awesome. So you're up.
Good to go. All right.
I'm at speed 3, by the way.
I am also speeding up to speed 3 at the beginning of my turn. So bidding into my move step, set your speed. So speed in Car Wars is car lengths. So we're going to go 1 car length forward, and then turn any amount that you would like to. That is most of the standard movement points. I am not going to turn at all yet. We go 2. And then we're going to go 3, and I'm going to go ahead and do myself a D1 turn here. Get you on my right side. So it is speed 3, so 3 yellow dice. What's the green I went over into?
Yeah, with that speed save.
Do
you get an ace
lose
token?
2 control. Get an ace token.
Oh, Jimmy. We did it too.
What's that? Oh, the beer fridges. Right. How many did you how many doors you made? You made 3 doors, didn't you?
Maybe I wouldn't have done that third one. Yep, I'm out of
All
control.
right. No, I forgot it on mine. I'm good though.
Well,
You have a-
that's a oops.
Yep.
I would have not done that. I remembered. It's a very painful
Lesson.
beer fridge lesson. This one's gonna go real fast.
All right. I'm done moving.
It's my turn to shoot.
It is your turn to shoot.
You're on that right side there.
You are in just my right side, and
I
I
believe
think
we
I'm
are-
in just your right side.
You're right to right.
Yep.
Here.
So the way the targeting goes, if you are new, Randy can shoot. There are cross marks on the bases. Any firing arc of his that I'm in, he can shoot from. I'm only in his right, so he can only use the weapons on the right side of his car.
Yep.
Any of my arcs that he's in is what he can target. He's only in my right arc, so he can only target the right side of my
So
car.
My gunner is going to fire the light machine gun from the right side of my car to the right side of your car.
Yep.
Here we go.
And your machine gun rolls 2 blacks and a blue.
So that I don't
Or
have
2
any
blacks.
rerolls.
Oh, 2 blacks and the blues from your targeting
The
computer,
blues
right?
from the targeting computer. I don't have any rerolls. So that is 2 tire damage to the right side of your car.
Okay.
You get 1 free reroll for range. Oh, we are really close. I gotta actually measure it.
I get 2.
You get 2
All right,
free
so
rerolls for range.
I'm going speed 3, which is going to be my defense. I roll 3 yellow dice. Because I am 2 full turning keys away from him, or 4 car lengths, each 2 car lengths or 1 full turning key away, I get to reroll one of these dice. That is the range penalty for most
I rolled
weapons.
all 3 blues.
All right, I
Might as well just roll those.
blocked 1. I'm going to use those 2 rerolls.
Blocked them both.
Blocked both shots coming in, so no damage from that shot.
All right, let's go ahead and use my gunner, who hasn't fired yet, is going to use the assault rifle. You are not within 2 car lengths.
Nope.
So that is no holographic sight for that. We're going to use the 3 blue and a black on that assault rifle.
Oh, you did go the 0 point crew all
Yeah,
accessories. Got it.
It's 0 point crew. That is a 2. So
2 hits?
yep, that is just simply 2 hits.
All right. Again, my speed is 3. I'm still the same distance away, so I still get 2 rerolls. Block
did
those
it.
2 hits.
All right.
My turn.
I'm out of control, so I don't get my speed.
You don't get your speed. If you had any structure that gave you extra
I would
dice,
still get that.
you'd get that, but you don't.
Structure, coatings, there's a whole
And-
bunch of things that will give you extra.
Anything
dice.
that gives you extra dice, you still get to roll.
I haven't got them.
All right. So I'm using the heavy machine gun on the right side of my car. There's 1 red, 2 yellows, and a white. From my right to your right, this is my gunner shooting. That is
Oh,
2 hits. I don't get rerolls.
so your gunner. No, it's
Nope.
the other.
It's all went the other way. So it's just 2 hits coming in.
I would normally roll dice. I ain't rolling no dice. I take 2 hits. It is your.
All right. Second shot is my driver using the hand cannon, which is just 3 blue dice. You are not within 2, so my holographic sight does not come into play. 2 hits.
I think the. Oops. I think that these light machine guns are mathematically inferior to the assault rifles. So I probably should. But they are.
All right. So you took 1 more hit. You're out of armor. So
Goes
now we go to
on
internal
inside.
damage. So we draw these and we start at the top and apply
Uh-oh.
damage. So
Fire.
the top is structure.
I
No
don't
limit.
have
You don't have any.
Enemy structure.
Next one is fire. Start 1 fire. So that last point of damage starts a fire on that side of your car. Suck it, Chet. I'm not the first one on fire.
Let's just let that thing burn. I'll just let it burn.
All right. Those are my 2 shots.
All right.
Now, that does not say I won't be on fire, but I'm not the first one on
End
fire.
of round. We
End of
lose our
round.
tokens.
All our tokens go away.
Start player moves.
Sorry. All your ace and control tokens go away. Your damage tokens do not go away. All right. And then we do our next start around. No one has maximum speed issues to deal with. So then we go to take control. I've got 5 from my dashboard. 1 from my driver and an ace for my driver. For those of us who are not sure what we're talking about for the armored beer fridge, just gonna get focus here.
Focus up.
There we
we
go. So when you're making a maneuver, you add 1 blue to your driving roll.
Which I forgot and made 3 maneuvers.
Yeah.
And
And
then
we'll-
I rolled all 3 coins, hit the negative on that. So
And it'll take damage for your crew members first up to those 2 points of damage it can
right.
take.
And it's also if you remember, it's an accessory. So when it's time to hit accessories, it will hit. So I've got it back with my computer. So if you do accessory damage on the back, the beer fridge is going first.
Before the computer, yeah.
So it's trying to protect as much as possible at the severe detriment of you drive horribly.
So why I took the crew member that could drive better.
Eh. Who needs
All right, my turn. I am going to go up to speed 4. And we're going to go 1 this way. We'll make this
This guy headed.
yeah, we're going to make this a D2, almost a D3 there. And we're going speed 4 plus a green plus a yellow plus a blue for that armor beer fridge.
Take an ace before you forget.
Every time you roll for a maneuver, you take an ace token. I take 1 point of tire damage for the wrench, and I lose 1 control token for the skid.
Boy, those new boards, they're They want to spin on the center axis.
Yeah, they might need to be flattened under a book for a little bit. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think we're going to go ahead and do one more. Do D1 or do we do a D2? I think we're going to do a D2.
Look at this guy.
Just to. All right, so same roll again. We got 4 for my speed, a green, a yellow for the turn, and a blue for the armor beer fridge. And is 1 control loss from the beer fridge, and an ace token for making the maneuver. That is my move. Where do you go?
Do I go to speed 4? Oh, start of the round. I'm going to spend 2 control to put that fire up.
Probably a good call.
Let's go ahead and actually do the stuff in order. Start a round, then take control, then manage fires. The manage fire step. I got to put it up.
Yep.
All right.
You're starting the movement phase with 3 control.
Yeah.
Okay.
And an armor beer fridge.
And an armor beer fridge.
But I think we should speed up to speed 4.
Okay.
Seems like a thing I should do. I'm going to come around to the side here. Because I noticed a fundamental design flaw in Jimmie's car. It's 1. I don't want to hit you. That would hit you.
Yep. And you have to go another one than I hit me.
Yep. I'm just doing this to get this first measurement right. 2. Go. Wait, tick. I want a slight turn on that first one there, Jimmie.
Okay.
Then we go 2. 2. And I think it's time to turn. I gotta eyeball him.
Oh, you're trying to get all the way back there? All right.
My goodness.
I think that's 2.
Don't forget about your beer fridge.
Oh, yes. That's a
All right.
stoplight and a white. 4 yellow.
We're
For
for
speed.
green, orange, and
Let's
green, yellow, and
Not
red.
forget that blue for the beer fridge. A green, red, and yellow.
For the turning key.
And then a white for that turning key as well.
Oh, you went all the way. Okay.
Oh, yeah. With that beer fridge, I don't want to be turning every time.
All right. Let's see.
Let's see.
Oh,
4. That's a bit of an issue.
Well, so 3 tire damage,
So, boop. 3 control lost.
3 control lost,
3 tire damage. 7.
4 control lost.
And then, yeah, I got 1 I can't, so I lose the tires.
And then
it's
you're gonna fishtail
been a
out.
little far here.
So this is because he had a skid he could not pay for with the control he had. He takes an extra tire damage, and the back end of his car is gonna swing out. So you put the turning key on the front opposite side of the way he was turning, and swing the back end out 1
Yep.
category for each one he couldn't pay for. And if you get more than 4 of those, you roll your car, you're out of the game.
So it's 1. This is 2.
This is 2. And you're going straight for the other 2.
I am not allowed to even do slight turns.
Nope,
Sorry if I'm
3.
in the way of the camera.
And 4. Now, I believe you succeeded, though, in what you were trying to do.
Being out of
Which is-
control is a problem until Jimmie put no guns on the back of his car.
I did not put anything on the back of my car. So, it's my turn to shoot.
You're shoot away, Jimmie.
I've got no shots on you. Your turn.
That's not good, Jimmie. Jimmie,
I am, however, in your right
there
side,
you are.
to the rear of my car, which has nothing on it but the base armor.
Jimmie, my gunner
Mm-hmm.
is going to use this commemorative machine gun
Uh-huh.
with the targeting computer.
Okay.
So that's 3 blue, a white, and an additional blue. We're going to be shooting you in the back of the car here from the back of my car.
So that's just a standard machine gun bling, is what it is.
It's 1 up from the so it's standard
Standard machine gun. Yeah.
This is just standard.
Yep. That's a lot of results.
2 tires and 3 damage to
All right.
the back of your mobile.
Well, luckily, I am in control of my car. So I still get my 4 dice of speed to defend against that. And I've got 3 ace tokens. I'm going to use all 3 of those.
Yeah, in this case, it's a good idea.
All right, so I'm going to block the
The
2
tire
tire
damage.
damage and take 3 other damage to the back, which is the 3 armor I've got on the back of my car.
All right, my driver is going to use this here assault rifle.
Yep.
And I've got to say, I do believe you are within 2 car lengths.
I am within 2 car lengths of you.
So we're going to use that holographic sight as well.
Okay.
So instead of this yellow, which is really good, we're going to use that white. We're going to use black instead. So it's 4 blue and a black. Wrenches are damage.
Where's the... Oh, because it's the assault rifle. Okay.
Assault
I was like, where's the black?
Oh,
2.
2.
All right, we still get our speed.
Wrong. You did it.
Blocked it. All right.
That could have been real good.
Could have been.
Still good.
End
Still
of turn.
good. End of turn.
Pass,
That passes.
pass that token. Get rid of the other tokens.
Take control.
All right. 4.
My max speed is 4. There was a oops.
Ah, that's right. You burned a lot of tires on the last one, didn't you?
Oopsie.
So your max speed is now 4.
I am going my maximum speed.
All right. And you get
No fire.
4 control. And I got 5 control and an ace.
I do not get 4 control. No.
Oh, because you've also lost enough tires to get down. You're starting with 3 control.
Yeah.
Got it. So fires are going to start to come into play real soon here if I can get them on you.
Could be.
All right.
I'd really like to stay in control for a few here.
Eh.
Would help me.
Well, it's your turn to start. So
All
you
right.
can figure out if you can do
I think that while 4 is great, I should probably slow down to 3.
that. Okay.
Just to get a little bit back here. And we're going to want 1 with a slight turn. 2, let's go ahead and spin all the way to the yellow. So we're going 3. That's 3 yellow.
Right.
And we're in the green and yellow.
All right. And a beer
And a
fridge.
beer. I'm making a maneuver. This is my
You did
last
nice, sir.
move of the 3 speed. I lose another tire to control. I should be fine on the control. I have 1 control left. I am down on the tire.
All right.
It was really this. When this one happened on that white, it bad.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
bad. That's
All right. So the question is 4 enough to do what I want? Now we're going to go up to 5
right.
because we can.
Got that beer fridge.
I do, and it's probably why I'm making this decision because it's not a good one.
Here, spin around behind the back.
So,
Push that chair underneath.
all right. So we're going speed 5.
Let's see this.
We're going to go 1.
Take an ace before. before this other stuff.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see if we can pull this off.
5 yellows.
Yep.
You're gonna need these.
We need all.
Let's go ahead and add the blue first. The beer fridge.
So there's a speed, beer fridge, the green, the yellow, the red, and the white to do this 90-degree turn.
You're fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's
You're fine with that.
It's all right. So I'm still in control. I don't know if we're gonna do that again, which I was hoping to do it again, but that's 4 of the 5 loss that I had. So now I got a problem because
This
I'm gonna have
general
to do,
area is a wall.
yeah, I'm gonna have to do something again because I was hoping to pull like a 180 and ram you. Did not work out real
You
well.
rolled a lot like I rolled, so
All right,
just do a little.
yeah, let's go
little.
2 slight, 3 slight. Nope.
No.
This is gonna have to be the bigger one. So we'll do it all at once, just in case we don't survive it. So that's a 5, plus a beer fridge, plus a green and a yellow.
Perfectly. Take an ace. I want you missing out on those aces.
Yep. So we at least will not hit the wall.
What are the odds? Pretty good, it says.
Okay.
Tire.
There's a tire. And 4. Now I can pay 1. So that is 3 more tire damage for these 3 I can't pay for.
Good news. You're going to come up on the right side of my car very quickly.
Yeah.
Bad news.
All right. And then this was my 3rd movement. So I got to go opposite side and spin out. So
3.
1, 2, 3.
So there's 3 tires as well, right? For that.
Yeah. I'm down to 4 tires.
This was not a good tires game. Now we're playing a little fast and loose.
Yeah, we're good.
If
And then
there
the
was
last one
money
is
on the line,
4.
I'd have gone a lot more conservative, but
Right.
that's
Unfortunately, not quite as close as I wanted
4.
to be.
You get 1 more. You're going speed 5.
Oh, I'm going speed 5. You're right. That was 3. So 5. I gotta still have to go straight with it.
Yeah, no slight. You are
But
within 2.
yeah, all right.
The question. I feel that you are in my right side arc as well.
I believe I am.
I am
and-
only in your front.
Correct. So I'm only gonna get 1 shot on you. But you get your shots first.
I get my shots first.
And I, unfortunately, my plan was
Not this.
my not good plan was whip it all the way around, bump you, so you lost that last control, and then you'd be out of control.
You
with
get
my
on the right
flamethrower.
side, get in there.
Yep.
It's all good.
What was the plan?
That was my. It did not pan out. So you are in control for a change, and I am out
Yeah,
of control.
finally, driver is going to fire the commemorative machine gun,
All right.
3 blue and a white, using the targeting computer. Here we go. At the front of your car, because it's the only thing I can shoot at.
Yep. Now my front does still have a steel plate, so I still get 1 die.
It's not even a great roll. 3. burn aces.
I'll burn an ace. There, 2.
2 damage in the front. And I really wanted that to be the big hit. My gunner is
Yep.
going to use this assault rifle.
Yep.
You are within 2. We have
We
established.
established that. Yep.
So this will be 4 blue and a black. Wrenches are damage. 3.
3. All right. Well, we still get the 1 for a steel plate, and I'll re-roll it. And I'll re-roll it. 3.
Okay.
So 1 and then 2 go internal. I'll tell you what, they're going to the steel plate,
We know that on every single one of these damage cards, the first thing is structure.
right? And my structure is a steel plate. It has 2 damage on it, so it takes the 2 damage.
It's really hoping for a good roll on that first one. We'll take what we get. All right, Jimmy.
My turn. I got a flamethrower up on the front there.
I
So
recall this.
We're going with 2 greens and a yellow. And wrenches are fire. From my front to your...
Right or back?
Where we go? You know what? We're going to go with the right.
It is open because
It's open. You've only got 1 thing there. That's going to be fire and 2 damage on your right.
That's a fire. We know this. We have 6 cards.
You still have speed. You can roll. defense.
That's correct. I'm not used to that this game. I'm going speed 3. There's 2 damage coming at
That's
me.
2 damage coming at you.
I cannot block the fire. The
You cannot
fire
block-
is going
The
to
fire
happen.
just happens.
That's nothing.
You have 1 ace.
I have 1 ace.
All right, so you're still
So
taking 2
I
damage.
roll the dice. It's just a waste of our lives. Jimmy, choose how this is going down.
We're gonna go with this one right here.
Sounds like it.
Structure, no.
Nope.
Accessory, no. Weapon limit 1,
1 weapon.
and then power plant 1.
1 damage to the power plant.
All right. I don't get my second shot because I don't have anything else in the front arc.
Jimmy,
So that's the end of the round.
you're the first player.
Clear the tokens out. Check speed. My max speed is now 3, so I immediately drop to 3 max speed.
I got that sweet forward control.
7. Yeah, 1. Okay. Try to make sure I got the tires right.
Jimmy,
there.
I've decided I'm going to put out this fire again.
Okay, so you're spending 2.
Spending 2. Fire up.
You had 4 control to start?
Yeah, I'm down to speed 3. I slowed down.
Your tires must be better than
5.
mine. Yeah, your tires
Not
are better than mine.
stupendous, but 5.
Well, I get 3 and 1 there. All right. And then I'm moving first.
Yes, you do.
All right. Well, I've already slowed down to 3, which is it's what I can do. So that's where I'm going to be. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and stay at that 3. We're going to go 1, take a slight. Nope, we're going to take more than a slight. Hang
Are
on.
you gonna touch? Are you gonna touch my car? Because that's not cool, dude.
Not on the back. All right, we'll do a D1 there. So that's going to be speed 3 plus a green plus a blue.
beer fridge.
Get an ace.
You only lose 1.
Minus 1
Lucky.
control. So that's 2.
No, that's 1.
That's 1, you're right. 2. It's going here. We'll do a D1 there. An ace. Same roll as before. We lose 1 control. And I'm thinking we're going to do this. We go ahead and do a slide. From, let's see, you can grab from this side because my finger's going to hit you on that side, but I won't do it.
Dink.
Touch right there. All right, so immediately both lose the control. I'm going speed 3. That looks like my left to your right. I'm touching on the side.
I'm gonna
not
agree
the
with
bottom.
that. It's kind of the front. It gets weird with this, but we can
It's
go ahead and
close, but-
say left to the right.
All right, so speed 3. That is a 2 damage collision.
You take it on the left side of your car.
I have a safety cage, so I'm going to roll my safety cage.
I like it. You take it.
And
on the
I
left side
take
of your
2 on the
car.
left side of my car. You take 2 on the right side of your car.
There are 6 cards here. Draw 1. This is where it's happening. Structure, tires. I needed that. Boop boop.
Burn some tires off your car. All right,
That was 2.
that's 2. And then I need to make the maneuver roll for that. I'm going speed 3 with a beer fridge. Whoa!
4.
That's 4. I only.
Whoa.
All right, so that's 3 more tire damage that I can't pay for. That's an unfortunate roll.
And this is. Do you have any movement left?
No, that was my last movement. So
Okay.
I was moving to the left. So put this on the front right.
As if you were turning to the left.
Yep. This goes front right.
Right.
By 3. 1, 2, 3.
If you had any movement left
So
here, this would be super fun.
It would be another wreck, yeah. Unfortunately, I bounced off you. And that's where I'm at. All right. You're up.
You're up. Been there.
Yeah.
This is you.
Thank you.
I don't want to go out of control anymore.
Yeah, I'd like to stop.
The front.
Especially by 3 every time.
Front
What's
is
up to
good.
this? It wasn't that risky a maneuver.
Can I get over on your right? We can go speed 4?
Can you?
Not anymore. Because you hit me, I'm down to 3.
That doesn't take effect till next turn. Like you don't set the max speed till beginning of the turn.
Right. It doesn't rip you down in speed, but I can't go up past it now.
Right. Yeah. Oh, you're not already.
I am at speed 3. My max speed is 3. If that hadn't happened, I could have ripped up to 4.
Sure.
But now, because I'm going second,
Right. You can't go.
I can only go up to 3, so I can't
Sure.
speed up anyway. I think we want to do one maneuver. One.
And why not?
All right.
I'm taking an
I
ace.
think you're gonna need those.
Going speed 3. There is a beer fridge. It's a stoplight and a white. This has never gone poorly for me before. I don't know why it would now. Oh, 1, 2.
Oh.
Really not that bad.
Not bad.
Control.
Now you're can't pay for one. So
Can't pay for one. I take another tire damage. We knew there was going to be a
and you
price
just
for this
spin out by
monster.
one.
And I spin out by one. So.
Yep.
Two,
and
three.
which I think gets you out of the range of the
Oh,
flamethrower.
oh, yes.
Yep. And are you out of arcs for everything else?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That is unfortunate.
Jimmie,
Yep.
you're in the back and the left.
Back and left, yep. And you're just in my front, so it's coming to the front.
All right, Jimmie, fire your guns.
Hey.
Okay, Randy, fire your guns. My gunner. I am having to spend a lot of my life to do this.
Yep.
4 blues and a white. My gunner is going to again use the targeting computer and the commemorative machine gun.
All right.
Back there. We can only shoot you in the front, so we will shoot you. 2 and a tire damage. You are out of
All right.
control.
Right. So that is the last of my tires.
And 2 damage.
2 damage internal from the front, because armor and structure are already gone there.
Jimmie, choose how this goes.
Structure, nope. Weapon limit 1, so 1 goes on the flamethrower. Crew limit 1, so 1 goes on my beer fridge.
I recommend the beer fridge there.
Hey, beer fridge helped out.
All right. Next.
So that is in theory why people take the beer fridge. I'm going to posit that so far, not terribly worth it.
No, if in a larger game where you build a car and it's got things to counter that and rerolls and stuff like that, not as bad.
Sure.
When you're scooping in, you've got like aid control.
When you got a go-kart and one of your choices is I'm gonna put the beer fridge in before everything else. Well, it shows.
So this is my driver firing the assault rifle. I cannot use the holographic sight.
Right.
So Jimmie, 2 damage.
2 damage. All right.
Same location because it's my only option.
Yep.
All right, here's how it goes.
Structure, no. Accessory, no. Crew. Hey, there goes my armored beer fridge. And then PowerPoint 1.
Okay,
All right.
Jimmie,
That is end around.
end of round. Let's get start of round. I'm not on fire.
Start around. I am at speed 1.
I have to slow down. I am forced down to speed 2, which gets me
Yeah,
3
1,
tokens.
2, 3 control tokens and an ace.
And no ace.
All right.
You're at speed.
I'm at speed 1. Max speed 1.
Okay.
Oh, you're going first. That's right.
I'm going first. Uh-huh.
Yep.
1.
90.
Can't. I want to.
You could.
We're gonna go into the green and yellow here.
Okay.
So that's 2 yellows for speed, 1 yellow for the turn, the green,
And
and the blue for the beer fridge.
Yep.
I got an ace token for doing this.
Yep.
3.
So, 3.
I'm out of control.
Okay. So your next move is just straightforward.
Straightforward. There it is, Jimmie.
All right.
Who needs control?
I will go my 1. And I'll just do a slight. Doesn't really behoove me to try to get that front on you right now. In fact, actually, it would be better if you didn't have access to my front. So rather than a slight that way, I'm going to go ahead and turn
Oh.
a D1 that way. So I'm going speed 1 with a D1 maneuver.
And the beer fridge is gone.
My beer
so
fridge
no
is gone.
good. Perfect.
All good,
You
just
got
an ace token.
on.
That's my move.
Oop, you got a little funky on that one, my friend. I'm going to readjust.
Yep. So
I should,
you're in just my left.
and you were in just my left.
I'm in. Yep, just your left.
Okay. Kind of would have liked you to be in rear as well, but I understand. My gunner is going to fire the assault rifle at your left side.
All right.
1.
I get 1 for speed. I get 1 for
Probably.
distance.
That looks like.
Yep. And I'll spin an ace. And I'll spin the other
Not
ace.
a really good reason not to do this.
All right, I'll take the 1
1.
on my left side.
On your left side.
Last armor point.
That was my gunner, this is my driver.
Okay. Same sidearm.
2.
All right. Speed 1.
You did it.
Take 1 on the green cards.
Grab it.
All right. Structure, no. Accessory, no. Crew. All right. One of my crew will give it to the gunner. Takes a hit.
There we go. Jimmie, I have a feeling you'll be shooting back.
I will. We're going to use my heavy machine gun from my left to your left.
I can understand how you feel about that.
This is my gunner shooting. It doesn't really matter. 2.
Yeah, it is.
All right, because you're out of control.
Yeah, some
All
stuff
right.
happened.
Then my driver will be using his hand cannon without the sights because you're out of range of that. For 1.
That also happens. I'm down to no armor on that side.
All right. Done. And around.
First player, I lose that token, I get back these. 3 control. Not on fire.
3 and ace. Your tires, we've got speed 2 still?
Yep, I'm a speed 2.
All right. I'm at speed 1. Max speed 1. So staying at speed 1. You're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna go 1 forward, and we will just try to close the distance a little. So speed 1 with a green. Just get an ace token. You're up for moving.
A dang beer fridge. I don't like it. I'm staying at speed 2. 1 and a slight turn.
So for those of you that don't know, that blue die is basically a 50-50 on whether or not it's going to come up with a hit or a skid. So when you only have 3 control to work with, it's risky.
We got a beer fridge, so there's a blue. I'm going speed 2, so there's 2. I am going a stoplight and a white. Green, yellow, red, and a white.
I feel I know how this is going to go.
I got to get it turned around.
We'll see.
I lose a tire.
Yep.
This
control.
appears to be 2 control. I'm
I'm
fine.
surprised. All right.
I get an
Jerry's?
ace token
Yeah.
for that.
All right, that's your first move.
That's my second.
Oh,
I
your
moved
second move?
further away first, and then I did that.
All right. Shooting then, we're going to take the same shots as before, my left to your left, because that's the only arcs available. So I get heavy machine gun, 2 yellow, a red, and a white. I wish it would pay off occasionally. Yeah, not really.
3.
But 3. 3 come into your left.
I'm going speed 2, please. 1.
You're going to get,
Looks like 1 to me.
yeah, just 1.
How many were coming in?
3. So you bought 2 of the 3.
1's coming in.
1 to your left. Pick a card. We'll take that one.
That one says structure.
Nope.
No weapon. You got a ping on that guy.
On the left side gun. All right. Second shot. Other crew member firing the hand cannon. My left to your left. 3.
Give me those percentages are a little high on this one.
Yeah, it's making up for the large machine gun that I've got that's not been doing much.
I'm only one away, and I'm going to roll an ace while I do it, so I'm just going to re-roll both.
2, got it.
Math is the same. 2 of them come in.
All right, so 2 coming in. Pick it. We're gonna go with this one this time. Structure, no. Weapon, 1.
That's one of them.
All right, and crew. Limit 1 to use the other one.
Goes on that beer fridge. All right, Jimmie, we're going to fire back.
All right, just the sidearms this time, which is what you were using anyway.
This is an assault rifle. Yeah, that was basically armor. Assault rifle coming at you.
All right.
Left side to left.
Yep.
2.
And 1 reroll for distance. 1 comes in.
I trust you. This much. Structure.
Nope.
Opposite armor.
Yeah. Second shot.
My other crew member. 3.
Distance. 2.
I want this. I have the same one. Structure.
Nope.
Opposite armor.
1, 2.
Not really what I needed there.
I'll take that round. All right. Next round. We're done. Next round. Spread stuff out. Reset it. 1, 2, and 3, and that.
You can only go speed 1, huh?
I can only go speed 1.
Here we go. I'm not on fire.
I'll try to fix that if you get closer.
I'm going to go down to speed 1.
Okay. Try to roll just fewer dice in the madness you're about to attempt.
Yeah. I also don't want to go as far. So we're going forward the 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then it is a question of, can you get out of that? No matter what you do. It is my belief that a portion of your vehicle will be in the front of my arc.
Okay.
So, that is a yellow, a blue for the beer fridge, a yellow for speed,
Yep.
then a green, red, and yellow for the arcs, no white.
All right.
Takes an ace. Tires, which isn't great. I'm now down to 0 tires.
And 2 control.
2 control.
Still in control.
Got a control left. That was me.
All right. I'm at speed 1. I think you're pretty safe in me not being able to get out of that arc.
Yeah, I think I'm.
Got 3 control. Go here. Turn. It says left. What does it take to get you in my front arc? I can't get you. I'm not close enough still. So there's no sense in trying to do that.
I want to measure for you.
No, I'm not close enough. All
If
right.
you were to spin, there's a.
All right. If I go full D3, then I can get you, right? Okay. So that's the question. Do I want to go that far?
Is this a choice I want to make?
Is this worth it?
Well, if we were playing forever at the house, I'd say no.
But
however, we're going.
however,
we want to show people what's
we're
going
getting
on.
clear, so yeah, we'll go here.
We're just going
we'll do it.
crazy. All right.
So speed 1.
And for those of you at home, I like to leave. You'll notice I leave my turning key under the car, and so everybody can see what I'm going to roll. And then there's no wait. I went 3. I went 2. I went 3.
But green, yellow, red plus the 1. No beer fridge on me. Probably isn't still probably isn't great. 2 control, so still in
fine.
control.
It's
And
all
have an
good.
ace.
Ace tokens. Look at that.
All right.
I'd have liked that to go a slightly different way, but
Your destroyed beer fridge counterweighted your turn.
Jimmie.
I think, however, that was still the wrong choice. I can hit you with a flamethrower, but I've got you out of my left arc.
I can see the front of your car. Am I in anything but the front?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay. So,
Which is really, I wanted both, and I couldn't get both.
I feel
I should have checked that.
that if we're that close,
Yeah.
I should accommodate you.
With the targeting.
Step 1,
Yep.
we're going to go ahead and use the thresher from my, you know what? The gunner. He's been waiting to use it his whole life. A red, a yellow.
That'd be the ultimate snub. It's like
green,
the driver
a
takes the
blue.
shot when the gunner's been like, but it's the big gun on the front.
We're going to add a targeting computer shot in. So here we go.
All right.
Front of my car.
Just a bunch of misses. Just a bunch
Don't
of
do that
shields.
to me, game. That is a 5.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I get to roll my defense.
You did it.
All right. It's 4.
4 to the front.
Ow.
I mean, it's better than 5.
It's an improvement.
Let's see. There are 6 cards here.
It's not as much an improvement as I'd like, but it's an improvement.
This is as good as you could have got there.
All right. All right. Structure, no. Tires, no.
Accessory.
Accessory, no.
Gunner.
Gunner, limit 1. So Gunner takes 1. There's 3
3
points
left.
left to the power plant.
All right.
9 8.
Let's see. Those are 50-50s.
It's
Fine.
it's what. It's not the end of the world. I don't know if I'd say it's fine.
gonna leave a mark.
It's definitely gonna leave a mark.
I think
Finally. Yeah.
I think because you're close enough, I would rather use the holographic sight on an assault.
Yeah, probably so.
I would have to,
Your left to my front.
which I believe is still legal here. Or blue and a black. So assault rifle with the holographic sight from the left side of my car to the front of yours, my driver taking a shot.
Yep.
2.
1.
One of it goes in. There's a word I want to hear here. I just want to hear weapon. That's I don't think it's too much to ask.
I think it is.
This card. Structure. Nope. Opposite armor.
No shit.
Weapon.
Yep, sorry. Weapon.
Children are listening. Howitzer explosion guy could be 4 years old. We don't know.
No, I do know. He's definitely forced before. I've met him. All right, so that goes. That's the flamethrower I was about to use that I specifically lined up.
You know what? My driver's been waiting his whole life for that too. All right, Jimmy, it's your turn to shoot.
Yeah, I fire in anger out the sides of my car with the handguns.
Sweet.
All right.
That's the end of round. You are the first player.
1, 2, 3, and an ace. All right.
Just 2.
I am speed 1.
Gonna be like that scene in Zoolander. Just
I think we're just doing that.
It's crazy. All right, I am at speed 1. I'm going to go into reverse.
Ah.
reverse.
So you're slowing down by 1.
Slowing
which
down
puts
by
you at
1.
0. But when you're at 0, you have the choice of being at stopped or in reverse 1.
I think I'll choose reverse 1. I think the front of my car likes you, Jimmy.
Should have turned more.
Fear fridge. Yellow, green. Lose control. I'm fine with that. Take an ace.
All right. And I believe I have no shots on you.
Shoot first, Jimmy.
Okay, done.
All right. My gunner.
And
Just
so
gonna let
this is
the-
why this game is about positioning, because throwing that into reverse, like I thought, okay, he's got to go forward. There's very little he can do
It's
to, even if he slides, to get out of the left side of my car. So I'll
very-
have a shot.
it's very easy to forget about reverse.
Reverse.
You don't use it often.
Yep.
But it's a tool. Gunner's going to magnanimously let the driver fire the big gun.
Okay.
Red, yellow, 2 green, a blue, an additional blue for the targeting computer.
My defense down ready here.
Only 4. No, this corner to this corner.
Yeah.
I'll give the
Right,
defender the choice.
I'll spend the ace.
So you're saying we are just out of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like from this angle, it looked like it.
4.
4 coming in. Pick one of these. All right.
Structure.
No. Accessory, no, because all the front of my car.
Right.
No.
Crew.
We'll put that on the driver so we
I
don't
recommend.
kill the gunner.
3 to the power
3 to the
plant.
power plant. Brings it down to 3.
All right, the
Second
gunner.
shot.
Gunner's going to do 3 blue and a white from the
Okay.
commemorative machine gun. Same thing in front of your vehicle.
Okay.
That is 2 tires and 2 regular.
So that's 4.
That's 4. Because Jimmie has no tires to lose,
Right.
those convert to regular damage.
That is still 4.
That's 4.
All right. Pick the right card. This could be it.
Structure.
No.
Opposite armor.
No.
Weapon.
No.
Driver.
3.
3 to the power plant.
0. Throw it into reverse.
Fast and loose.
So that is a lot of poor decisions made because we had beer fridges in the car.
We were playing for fun and we were
Yeah.
playing for fast. The game does tend to go longer if players get real strategic and start analyzing. And we know enough.
Not always making the best move. We did not always make
We
the
did
best moves in that one.
We willingly made suboptimal choices, and it's fun.
It is fun to make the I'm just gonna whip the wheel around and try for this, even though there's odds are good. I'm not gonna even make it to the second turn.
I want you to understand there was a certain point where I knew that it was okay to be out of control because you couldn't fire out of the back of your car.
Right.
So I would rather lose a tire and go out of control and be in the back arc of your car where you get 0 shots. How many times did I steal fire
Shots
from you where you couldn't
Shoot
shoot
3
me?
turns. Yeah. Yep.
So that makes a big difference in a game like this.
Again, all this was with what comes in a base set.
This is a base set with 2 commemorative machine guns, which they're really just standard,
The standard machine guns with different
They
armor.
come out of a armory pack.
Yep.
I believe they're in the armory pack. But it's just a 2-cost gun.
Yeah.
Well, what do we got, Jimmie? Let's
I think that is
we got broken stuff.
hooray.
Jimmie's just throwing things
just-
everywhere.
Rage quit. There we go.
Yep.
You can't flip the
He's
table,
got
but I can
that.
knock that over.
You can see it in his eyes
vein
where he
right
needs
there.
to break something nice.
All right, so that is the 2-player Car Wars Purple Orange set available now. We'll drop some. Hey, Brandon's already dropped a link
There's
for
the
you.
link.
He's ahead of us.
Folks, I've been
Um,
playing this forever now. It's still fun.
It's still a good time.
Still,
It's still a good time.
it's even fun when you're just like, you know what, let's just go. Let's just go nuts.
Let's just do
Go
something.
crazy, go dumb. Let's go.
So that's available now. It should be if you want to pick up at a store, go and ask your store for it. They should be able to get it in. If they carry any of our stuff, they can order it from us.
They may not know about the orange purple now. If you're looking for the lower price point, they still probably can get at the other sets, and now they can buy the orange purple and stock it.
Right.
So talk to them about it. Usually store owners are willing to listen to what you want to give them money for.
And you can go ahead and look on the site if you're interested in the companion book, which we've got that has been out for a little bit. We did a whole episode on that earlier. We will be back next week. Not sure exactly what it's going to be just yet. We might talk some more Car Wars. We might talk some other stuff. We'll see. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for joining us and hanging out on SJGames Live, and we will see you all later. Take care, everybody.